absolute panic stations for Labor this morning, with the Albanese government now urgently seeking details on Trump's threat to slap tariffs of 200% on pharmaceuticals and 50% on copper. Understandably, the opposition is far from impressed.
Prime Minister doesn't seem to understand the importance and urgency of it, and I just think that the Prime Minister is letting Australians down, he's letting Australian jobs down.
So weird. David, quite honestly, how has Albanese stuffed up his relationship with Trump so badly?
Well, I can put it down to one word: Rudd. I mean, there is no doubt in my mind, and I hate to sound partisan here, but Kevin Rudd has done it. And Anthony Albanese, the Prime Minister of Australia, has allowed him to do it. Now, we understand there's this guilt there because, you know, they all knifed Rudd and he's got to be given a golden handshake and a wide path, and he's got to be able to, recover some of his torn ego by being the ambassador of the United States. But he's clearly the wrong person to be the ambassador of the United States. Labor are telling me, as well as Australian businessmen in Washington are saying to me, that he is a huge burden to them. And I think, unfortunately, Kim Beazley's too old to take the job. I don't know how Bob Carr would be at the moment, but we need a senior Labor elder, a statesman, to go over there who does not have form with Donald Trump, and we need somebody to go and seriously rebuild a relationship. I mean, and Labor have got a lot to be proud of with their relationship with the United States. John Curtin, the Battle of Coral Sea, and even to a lesser extent, Bob Hawke was fantastic with our relationship. But they are really letting us down at the moment, and I think this has got a long way to play.
Well, look, Rudd certainly has been far from perfect, but Albanese has also made past comments about Trump that haven't exactly been flattering. Joe, I know you'd love to have your say on this, but I also want to get your say on this other topic. Albanese is under fire today, and the Australian has revealed he's appointed a veteran Labor figure to the head of his government's climate change department. That's a $930 pay packet a year. Great work if you can get it. These revelations come a day after we learn that taxpayers forked out a $1.5 million bill for 75 of our public servants to rock up to a UN climate summit. Yeah. It's not a good look.
Well, you can't blame Mike Kaiser for that, because that happened before he got a thing. And also the bill from the Department of Climate Change to go to that summit was only $999,000. So it didn't even crack the million mark. I don't understand what the fuss is all about. But I think someone like Mike Kaiser is obviously a man of, regardless of which party he comes from, which side of politics you support. This is clearly a man of immense talent. He's been the Chief of Staff to premiers in both New South Wales and Queensland, including Maurice Yema and Anastasia Palaszczuk. He hails very much from the right side of the Labor Party, both literally and morally. And so I think, I'd much rather have someone like him in charge of. I really like the fact that that climate change is in the right of the party, and that it's someone from the right of the party that has that portfolio, and they're not just running away with ideology. And a whole bunch of people would say Chris Bowen's a crazy ideologue, but trust me, this is something you want the right of the party, not the left.
It's too much, though, isn't it, David?
I think
very quickly.
Joe's right. I mean, he's an engineer, and we don't have enough engineers. I mean, I say that as somebody who looks after engineers.
All right, we're all going to defend him here. I'm going to have to cut you off only for time purposes. Thank you, David Elliott, Joe Hildebrand. That's all the time.